Am I a fearmonger? Yep. I think I am. I don't realize it, really, that I'm putting fear in people's hearts. And I'm just telling you the truth. Telling you what I think. And apparently my thoughts create fear in people's hearts. I mean, if you're scared, that is. But to me, the true definition of a fearmonger is like Richie from Boston, and the people that are on the inside, like they have that job, that's their job to do that. But I know I've been considered a fearmonger because that's all I talk about is, you know, destruction and the second 9/11 and the World War III and, you know, fire coming from heaven, all of that stuff. But the other flip side of my fear-mongering is fear not, because it's fake. So I'm giving you all the fear that comes with what's getting ready to happen. But if you don't know what's getting ready to happen, or you don't want to hear what's getting ready to happen, or you can care less what's getting ready to happen, then when it happens, that's when you'll see, all right, well, fine, it's happening, and all right, but now what? Sometimes I have to reflect on my subs. What do they feel? What do my subs feel? Because everybody has different views towards everything. Apparently in Philly, you don't need a license plate. You don't even need a registered motorcycle. You can just ride dirt bikes in the street and the cops will not. They just won't do anything. I've seen people riding four-wheelers, popping wheelies right in front of cops. They did nothing. So anyway, when Jonathan Click, you know, that guy that everybody is like, you just gotta stop talking about him because he's nobody. He's just, there's so many people on YouTube just like him. And he has no say in anything. And I mean, even Justin thinks I'm wasting my time with him. I guess we'll find out, right? I talked to him a lot about everything, but we don't have to agree on it. It's just that when I see something that you can't prove, but you know that they're involved with whatever it is that they're doing. And I take it back to my job situation where that guy was poking holes in my pipes, and he was acting like he wasn't, and he was getting other people to do it, and I couldn't prove it at all unless I set up cameras. But I didn't have to prove it. All I had to do was just keep talking, keep doing my homework, keep paying attention, and then present the evidence to the right person at the right time. And then when the right time came around, that guy got fired for doing what he did. I have another situation on my hands with YouTube. Very similar. I have another situation just appeared. You know, I'm just gonna see how it goes. I'll let you know afterwards. But there's something about people that have, like, what is it? Is it because I'm not a dickhead that people want to try to take advantage of you, all right, fine, you know, and I'll start being that way towards the people that need me to be that way too. Nice people finish last. I guess it's time to stop being so nice, huh? Not to like, I mean, it's just to each his own. Whoever deserves it is going to get it. If you don't believe me with Jonathan Kleck, that's fine. You don't have to believe me. I've never forced anybody to. And again, this is a free will. As of now, you can. Some of you's probably already stopped watching, and just like, I don't feel like hearing it anymore. Just Jonathan Kleck guy. Well, I just want everybody to know, every one of my subs to know this. I need to keep you in remembrance of what he said, what he did, what's going to happen, and how he knows what's going to happen. I don't know any other channel that is proclaiming as much as he is that he's Christ in the flesh and that he's Lucifer in the flesh, all in one, when all he is an actor in the flesh. Who's the Messiah? The Messiah is the body of Christ. It's the message. Everybody wants to try to pick one person. It's the message coming from multiple people. Same thing with Satan. It's the same thing. There's a message from both ends. Satan and Christ, the Spirit, came from God. God is making it happen, using both. He's using Satan to force everybody, and then he's using Christ after everybody's forced to do whatever and they turn and repent. Then there's the Christ Spirit. You're not going to go up to an individual person and say, I'm sorry. And you're not going to go up and worship one person like Satan either. But if that's what you believe, that's the level of your belief, and that's the amount of deception that you're going to be deceived with. So when all these things do happen, which is, you know, the scene of the end of the world, the main thing is, I'm telling you what Kleck is responsible for. When you see the sky turning dark, and when you see these holographic images just flying all over the place, scaring the living crap out of people, just remember that it's coming from him. He's that guy. In the meantime, I don't think there truly is one person on planet Earth that is not from the inside of their program that agrees with what I'm saying. And it's not like I care. It's not like I get offended. It's just the way it's supposed to be. Who's supposed to believe me? I have ideas. I have conspiracies. I have theories. And I'm on to it. I'm on to it because there's too many things that, you know, these people that talk, these Masons, you guys, these 33rd degree Masons, you're not slick anymore. I mean, you were. You're just not slick anymore. The words that come out of your mouth is, well, you have this code way of talking, sliding words in there. Every single word that Kleck is talking about, I know what he truly means behind it. Because I can read his heart. I can read the words that come out of his mouth. I can read his facial expression. I can tell that the multiple people that he's aiming his message to. Like, in certain areas, he's aiming his message to Kobe Bryant for taking the bait. And other people, he's aiming his direction towards the lost sheep that are following him, believing that he is Christ in the flesh. And as he's getting people like Kobe to believe that he's Lucifer in the flesh and all of Hollywood, I could see where he's going with that, in that direction. And how they're all taking the bait. And then I can also see how, to the Klekites, that he's aiming it towards you guys to go to 410 Access Road in San Antonio, Texas. Because that's where everybody's fleeing to. 66 people each day. It's the most in the world are going over there. 410 Access Road. That's where they're going. Right off of 410. But you guys don't know that he knows Hollywood like that. So he aims his message towards you. And you can't stand when I talk about him being that person. You just think that, well, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that much power like that. But he is promising me some things in life. He's playing you, all right? He's playing you. I did catch his last video where he was throwing the bait out there trying to get myself or anybody else to tell you that something's going to happen tomorrow, the next day. As he's saying something, all bets are off after we jump there. But something could happen tonight or tomorrow. Because he didn't leave like a next week or next month. Come on, click out of here. Ain't shit gonna happen. And on top of that, you're gonna pop back up in a couple days and you ain't gonna talk about anything about what you did with the skydive. Well, I don't know yet. He made a new one. I'll listen to it. This video ain't gonna be long. I'm winding down from YouTube because I can see where it's going. I'm tired of talking. They wear out the camp of the saints for a reason. They've already told us what they're doing. I've already told you what they're doing. All the events that are going to take place, they're going to happen. But they all happen at the same time, one after another, all in a small period of time. And then you guys will see what I'm saying. And then after that, you know, you'll appreciate my work then. But in the meantime, I know some people do appreciate it. I know the majority don't, because you just don't care about what the guy is doing. He makes you sick. I understand that. He's made me sick too, because I've listened to lies. I'm so sick of liars. I'm so tired of it. But what am I going to do about it besides talk about how tired I am of it? I guess we'll see what happens, right? Just know this, when these events happen, Jonathan Kleck is that guy. He's the one responsible for it. In the meantime, you know, live your life. Go do whatever it is you got to do. If I'm a fearmonger, you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to watch me. If you're still listening after 13 minutes. I'll just give a quick update on my diet. It's a 2-week diet so far. First 7 days was eating nothing. And then it wasn't a water fast, but it was a liquid fast. And towards the end I had started to inquire. I mean, I started to, yeah, inquire, whatever. I started to, yeah, I thought about the hard candy thing. Here's this one here. Caramel apple, or the caramel, the hard candies. Man, they are really good, and they do hold you over. And if that's all it takes is a couple of those a day instead of eating a meal, well, then that's my diet. It's my diet. It's not yours. It's not a water fast. It's not a liquid fast. It's a whatever fast. It's preventing The key is 24-hour period in between the time that you're done eating. That's it. That's what the key is. The key is getting down to eating once a day. So as I did the 7 days, and then Saturday I ate my meal at 11, and then Sunday I went from 11 to 7 was my time period in between. And then Monday I ate around 6 or so, 6:20. Whether it's 23 hours, 24 hours, 25 hours, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. That was Monday. And then, because I ate 2 nights in a row before I, kind of went to bed around 10 or 11 or so. Then all of yesterday, which was Tuesday, I didn't eat anything. And then this morning, which is Wednesday, the 19th of February 2020, I had my little breakfast at the diner. And then I had, today I'm going from 11 to 7 again. So it's 5:34. So I'll stop whatever, whatever. I don't have anything in mind. But whatever I do have in mind the day before, I stick with it the next day. So after today, well, it's going to be another 24-hour period. So tomorrow, I'll eat a dinner. So tomorrow I'm not eating anything until dinner. Go another 24 hours. Then you have Friday. I haven't thought about what I want to do Friday yet. I don't know, or maybe tomorrow maybe I want to eat another, no, maybe I want to eat another breakfast on Friday. So maybe tomorrow I won't eat until Friday. I might do that instead. That way Saturday, me and my wife can go and have a nice breakfast. I enjoy doing that. It just makes for the time period of sitting down eating a meal that much more enjoyable. Without the guilt, without gaining weight. I don't know if I'll gain weight or not throughout this week. I truly don't care if I do or not, because I know either way, if I gain 5 pounds, well, that would be a lot, but at least I'll know where I'm at, what I can and cannot do with the meals that I'm having or not. But the main thing is that I'm doing is, like today when I ate my meal, after I was done, I'm like, big deal, whatever, it's a meal. Then I had like it would probably be a good idea to go to the dollar store, right? And they have these, man, they're good too. It's like dried banana chips and pineapple chips and some raisins. It's a good idea to get like like $50 worth of those things, because when we have no ability to go to the stores because the economy is going to collapse because of the coronavirus, because it's starting with China and it's going to work its way throughout the entire world. Everybody they're not being quarantined right, it's not working, it's all going to trickle down to shutting down everything. That's what will collapse the economy. Before the economy collapses, you might want to just pick up certain things it'll just hold you over. I mean, I don't know for how long. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I looked at the back of the bag and it said it's good until 1/1/21. So that's pretty much, until the end of the year, because we're going to get stung by scorpions for 5 months, whether you like it or not. We're going to see these things in the sky, and they're going to be, you know, people are going to be they're just going to wish that they died. They're just going to wish that they would just die, and they're not going to, because these things in the holographic images, they can't literally kill you unless you have a heart attack of fear. If your heart fails from the fear, then, I mean, you know, then whatever. I mean, if you have a heart attack like that, you just drop dead, then you don't have to worry about dying for the rest of your life, because you're already dead, and you died, and then your soul goes back to God, and then I don't know, who knows what happens after that. So I'll do this thing until Saturday. These 7 days of a span of 24-hour period. And what it does is, the goal is to recreate my emotions as to how I feel about the intake of food. And when I span it for that 24-hour period, it does these, like, it's like a freaking miracle is what it is. Because you no longer consistently think about food like that. You're going to need to do this anyway, because I'm a fearmonger. I'm telling you that the economy is going to collapse. We're not going to be able to just go to the grocery store and pick up whatever you want. Yeah, you're going to have an opportunity to get to that store before this happens. There's going to be a sign for you, because I'm telling you what the sign is. How do I know anything? I don't. That's the best part about it. I have no clue what's going to happen. I have no idea whatsoever. Nothing. Nobody's telling me anything. But I can read between the lines, and I can read people's hearts that are planted on YouTube. Like Jonathan Kleck, for instance. The main top person that I'm after. That little horn has a lot to say. It's my story. Just like Daniel had his story. He was telling you about these individual people that he came in contact with. My life feels similar because, well, I'm telling you that I envision this end of the world apocalyptic thing, but I also envision the fact that it's a set up stage plan, it's fake, and nobody's dying. But that's my vision. And when it comes to pass, then you'll understand what's going on. You'll get it. But in the meantime, whatever. It is what it is. Believe it or don't. Well, Saturday would be 2-2-2-2-2. Saturday is going to be the 5th trumpet, because Saturday is 5 2s in a row. Saturday into Sunday is 2-3 bypass. I said this in one of my videos. I got the title. I'd have to look back at it. I said about a month ago, after my last prediction of the second 9/11 happened on 2-2-2-3, or in Philly, Sunday, the 2-2-3 Carefree Highway, Philadelphia, 3 of them in a row, back to back. Starts on Sunday. Something starts on Sunday, goes into Monday, the 24th day of that first month, because that's the first month of the apocalypse. But it is 5 2s in a row. And, you know, Kleck he has a Carefree Highway. He's looking to get on that Carefree Highway. But he's also looking to jump out of the airplane. He's looking to, you know, he's already throwing Michael and them out of the airplane. He's getting prepared. I've seen it ahead of time. The only thing you can fault me for, you can call me false prophet. That's fine. You know, in a sense, I said a bunch of things that didn't come to pass yet, so you can call me a false prophet. I can accept that, truly. But what I won't accept is being called a liar, because a liar is someone that falsely prophesies on purpose. And I'm just telling you what I think is going to happen. Again, I just make predictions. It's like I'm talking to my buddies or something. Like, hey, I think this is what's going to happen. It's just what I do. When I talk to Justin on the phone, I tell him what I think is going to happen. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's like betting on a football game. Who cares? If it doesn't work out that way, it doesn't work out. If it does, it does. But the one thing that I'm guilty of is what I said is going to happen didn't happen yet on those dates. I like to set dates because when the script is understood, I'll put a date on it.